Welcome back after the break. You're watching DD India News Hour. Let's get you more international updates. Taiwan on Wednesday conducted a live fire drill during the annual war games in northern Matsu Islands. Now, this year's annual Hang Kwang exercise went ahead with mixed artillery company preparing and firing live ammunition. The exercise, which began on Monday, has been severely curtailed by the impact of Typhoon Gami. Live fire drills take place on Taiwan's outlying islands, including Kinmen, Matsu and Penghu, which sit nestled next to the Chinese coast. With these, Taiwan is apparently trying to demonstrate its self-defense capabilities and determination. China has been staging regular exercises around the island for years. All right, Chris Gilbert joins us with more from Tokyo. Chris, good morning. Now, we told our viewers that Taiwan is holding live fire drills. Get us more on the intensity of these drills as they are pitted against amphibious and naval attacks from the People's Liberation Army.
Well, they're fairly serious. They're the Hang Kwang annual military drills. They go on for 5 days, which for, just one military, Navy and Air Force is quite a long time. Usually we see that span of time for trilateral or bilateral drills. And they want them to simulate live action as much as possible. Troops often aren't told scenarios before they come up. They're not prepped necessarily on what's going to happen, so there's the element of surprise. There's a lot of focus of them happening at night time, and they're looking to replicate real situations. Before the Navy and the Air Force was pulled out of the drills yesterday, the Navy in particular had been simulating moving their vessels to areas which are difficult to access by the Chinese Navy. As you mentioned, on Penghu Island yesterday, there was a simulation using live fire of Stinger and other types of missiles, anti-tank missiles, and machine gun fire as well to simulate covering fire for ground troops. Of course, yesterday, because of the typhoon, the naval and air exercises were cancelled. 29,000 personnel of the military were put on standby to respond to the typhoon for civilians. And so for today and tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, it does seem as though reportedly the rest of the exercises have been cancelled across the board.
All right, Chris, Typhoon Gami has also made a landfall in Taiwan. Give us a quick update on that as well.
Yeah, Typhoon Gami was bouncing off the coast of southeastern Taiwan overnight at a local time. That is because of the mountainous nature of the island. The typhoon kind of hit and rebound off the mountains, and what that really did was prolong the effects of the typhoon. We're talking 205-kilometer-an-hour winds, storm surges, heavy rain, and that was prolonged for the southeast of the coast for about 5 to 8 hours. We know there have been at least 3 fatalities so far. One person hit by a falling tree while riding their motorized scooter. Another person was hit by debris coming off a roof. There have been at least 225 related injuries and minor infrastructure damage that we know of across the island. Schools are still closed, businesses are still closed, flights and public transportation are still disrupted as the typhoon now looks to make its way into the Taiwan Strait for the remainder of Thursday and into China going into Friday, where it's expected to expand and with that expansion intensify, which is difficult for officials there who are already responding to weeks of heavy rain and flooding already.
All right, Chris, we'll leave it here. Thank you for joining in with those details.